I am the Community and Economic Development Director for the City of Minot. I oversee planning, inspections, and some economic development functions within the city. We wrapped up work with our comprehensive plan that was adopted in May of last year. It was an 18-month process to get that plan adopted. We used a citizen committee to help us through the process. We also held several public workshops where we invited the public to come in and provide their input and feedback on how they wanted to see the city grow in the future. We're wrapping up our housing study right now. That should be going to council sometime in April or May for final adoption. We've been working on that project for about a year now. So that was our major project for the 2024 budget. One of my goals for next year is to start work on implementing our comprehensive plan. I'm going to be sending out a survey to the city council members and the planning commission with all the action items that were proposed in the plan and asking them to prioritize those items. So in some of those instances, we may need to hire a consultant to implement those items. Some of the items in there probably can be implemented by existing staff here, but I want the council's feedback and the planning commission's feedback before I take on this task. There's like 30 different action items that we need to work on, and I'd like to get the feedback of my planning commission and city council before I take any action on those. The two areas that we really need some help with in terms of delays is code enforcement. We only have one full-time code enforcement officer that covers a city of 48,000 people. So we probably need some assistance in that area. We also need some assistance with the commercial plan reviewer. We do not have a full-time commercial plan reviewer in the inspections department. And with that department, we need to provide a quick turnaround service for our customers so that way they can get the permits quickly. You know, we have a very short construction season here in Minot, North Dakota. It's not like most cities to the south of us where we have to provide these services as quickly as we can. 5 years ago, we were doing these services for our customers within 2 to 3 weeks. Last year, it got up to 5 to 6 weeks. Our caseload has picked up over the last few years. So what I'm proposing is that we hire a commercial plan reviewer, and we don't burden the property tax payers of the city by funding that position. I want to make that position 100% covered by fee increases. Customers will pay for that service at 100%. They'll get their plans back at a much quicker rate than they are today. So it should make everyone happy, and that's the goal, is to try to make everyone happy, right?
What do you credit the interest in building here? I mean, people want to do business here.
I'll be blunt with you. It's a lot of the incentives we've been offering lately. The TIF districts that the city council has approved. The Renaissance Zone always helps add a couple of projects a year. The facade improvement program is increasing the need for people to get permits as well too. And then last year the city council adopted the property tax exemption on new construction for homes. So all of those programs, I think, are helping increase our caseload here, which is putting a burden on my staff. Yeah, the number one item that related to my department was code enforcement.
Sure.
So it was like number 2 or number 3 overall in terms of dissatisfaction from the community. I think the people might not want a cleaner community, and I don't blame them. I want a clean community too. It's kind of difficult to clean up our community when we have one code enforcement officer. Can you imagine how safe Minot would be if we had one full-time police officer? So think of it like that.
Yeah.
Next week is my 5-year anniversary, and in that time I've gotten money to update our zoning ordinance, the comprehensive plan. We have a housing study, so I appreciate their support in the past, and I really hope that they support my efforts for next year.